schlägt von Ast zu Ast. Es kommt auf mich
All right, so we'll start from the top here. We're going to forget about cottonwoods. We're going to do willows, populate, make it so. Where'd they go? Oh, I killed them off. Populate, scattered. No, add a group. Make it so. That's another thing. I tried to do scattered. It wasn't really working for me. They need their brethren. They need to be surrounded by their brethren to work, it seems to me. We've got some willow trees. We've got some balsam firs. Make it so. We've got some poplars. Make it so. And we've got some palms. Populate. Make it so. And we've got some, we'll go ahead and start over with willows. Populate, make it so. And then we've got some balsam firs. Populate. Let's see here. We'll have the balsam firs be down here. Populate, make it so. We'll have the poplars. Populate, make it so. And we'll have some palm trees. Populate, make it so. I don't know. I was trying to spread them out, but I don't know how well I spread them out. I was trying to randomly spread them out, but I don't know how well I did that. Balsam fir, populate, make it so. Poplar. It's kind of hard to, never mind. It's kind of hard to do it when there's only 4 types of trees. Populate, make it so. Okay, we're out of room. All right, that's fine. All right, so let's unpause it, and let's watch the magic of Piccadilly Circus unfold before our eyes. Here we go. There. All righty, beautiful. Are these palms? Palms. All right, come on, palms. Let's see you work. Let's see you work. Cover girl. Oh, yeah, it's already looking very good. Oh, and Yellow Jacket Island is all buzzing away. So here we are. We are on beautiful Piccadilly Circus. We're staring out at all of these delicious trees, all of these sweet, delicious trees with this sweet, delicious wood and bark and leaf. Oh, as I take a sip of my cold, refreshing store brand Diet Coke. And by cold, I actually mean pretty much room temperature. Slightly cool. Slightly cool. You know, I've actually got nothing against room temperature soda. I really don't. A lot of people say that I'm nuts. Or like room temperature water. When I drink water, first of all, I drink water out of the faucet. Like a goddamn human being is meant to. I drink it out of the faucet. There are a lot of people that go to a lot of trouble to make sure that I, as a citizen of the EUA, am able to get clean, safe drinking water for pretty much free. And I'm going to take advantage of that fact. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I live in a country where I am able to drink the water out of the faucet without having to worry about, like, I don't know. What do people worry about in foreign countries? Do they worry that, like, there's going to be, like, a leech or something in their water, like the leech? Or, like, instead of water coming out of their faucet, just leeches come out of the faucet? Or in fact, even there's probably parts of Louisiana where that happens, so I shouldn't speak too much about that, but yeah. See, I don't have to worry about when I turn on the faucet, water comes out. When I don't have to worry about leeches coming out of the faucet, I don't have to worry about like 1,000 maggots coming out of the faucet. I don't have to worry about turning the faucet on and like a crumpled up Polaroid photograph comes out of the faucet and I uncrumple the photograph. And it's actually a photograph of what I look like, of what I will look like the precise moment that I die. And there's a date written on the back. I don't have to worry about any of that. All I have to worry about is that room temperature water, safe, refreshing room temperature water comes out, and I am able to drink it without having to worry about accidentally drinking. Popular has mutated to become a shrub. How the hell does that work? How does a tree become a shrub? What does that even mean? I will say I do like how randomly the species will evolve. But look at this. Look at how beautifully biodiverse it is. Oh my god, this is it. This was it. And this is kind of what I had going on the last session that I lost, but a wildfire came and wrecked everything, and it was just all of a sudden a poplar takeover. But yeah, but I drink my water room temperature. I drink it out of the faucet. I drink my soda. Well, I like it when it's cold. Oh, how tragic. The plant or animal that was highlighted has died. No! Random palm? Random palm! I'll never forget that random palm. Oh! That's weird how we've got like this little pocket of poplars. This little poplar pocket. Are these poplars? Or are these balsam firs? These have got to be balsam firs. I'm thinking those are balsam firs. But yeah, but I'm not, you know what? And I'll drink soda. I'll drink it flat. I'll drink it warm. I got no problem at all. I just enjoy the way soda tastes. I really do. I love soda. It's my favorite beverage. I drink it all the time, and I'm a happier person because of it. And of course, I live in America. I live here in the EUA, and I do not have to worry about it. Unlike Piccadilly Circus here, where all of these people in the United Kingdom, and you know, don't get me wrong, I've only been to the United Kingdom once, and I loved it. I had a grand old time. I told you about how my brother was accosted by that prostitute, which was fantastic, and I'm still telling that story 10 years later, so clearly I had a good time. So I'm not bad-mouthing the United Kingdom or anything, but I will say I am glad that I live in a country where I do not have to live under the specter of Jamie Oliver. Because, you know, I know about Jamie Oliver, and I know what Jamie Oliver does. And the last thing that I want to have to worry about is I want to be able to enjoy my soda in peace without having to live with the fear of knowing that at any moment Jamie Oliver could just shoot himself out of a cannon and launch himself through my glass sliding door and just like send glass and blood flying everywhere because Jamie Oliver is naked. Because Jamie Oliver is nude all the time and he only wears clothes for interviews, and even then, like, all he wears are like Chippendale style collar with the necktie but nothing else. I'm glad that Jamie Oliver, I don't have to worry about Jamie Oliver ever somersaulting through a broken screen sliding door and slapping my soda pop out of my hand and telling me how unhealthy soda is. I am glad that I do not have to worry about that. I am glad that I can send my child to a school where I do not have to worry about Jamie Oliver coming into their school cafeteria once a week, completely stark nude, dripping with sweat, dripping with blood, all because my son decided he wanted to have a Hostess fruit pie as a special treat. And of course, Jamie Oliver would just come and he would, Jamie Oliver, like I said, he's nude all the time, so he does not wear boots, but he does carry boots around, just so that if he sees a child eating a fruit pie, he can take the boot and, like, put the boot on his hand, and, like, and just, like, squish the fruit pie with his boot heel, and then, like, he would just be talking about, how their school lunches need to be as healthy as his nudity. How his nudity is a teaching aid. His nudity is representative of oh, you know what? As I'm talking about naked Jamie Oliver, I'm starting to notice Piccadilly Circus is slowly becoming nothing but balsam fir. Well, actually, I take it back. We got a nice, healthy poplar population. The poplar population is doing just fine over here. But yeah, no. Oh, ostrich fern has become extinct. What will all the ostriches eat now? I wonder what'll happen if we go to, to Ultra Speed. Oh yeah, there we go. The Yellow Jackets, they're buzzing around, they're dying. Are there any other, it seems like the Yellow Jackets, oh no, oh my god, look, there's plenty of Yellow Jackets over here as well. Okay, the Willows, it looks like the Willows are giving the Balsam Firs a run for their money. There are no palm trees left, but there are plenty of poplar trees. But yeah, here we are. We're looking in on the shady underbelly of Piccadilly Circus. Imagine, if you will, Jamie Oliver. Imagine with me, Jamie Oliver, completely naked, running through the forest. Because he can do whatever the hell he wants. Because the police all bow. The British police, all of the bobbies, all of the brave bobbies of Scotland Yard, all bow to Jamie Oliver. The brave bobbies of Scotland Yard. they have two gods. Their first god is blind justice, and their second god, of course, is naked Jamie Oliver. Because while crime may be a real problem, the real crime is the unhealthiness of our children's school lunches. And they love and cherish Jamie Oliver for showing up to faculty meetings at schools completely naked and just beating the shit out of teachers and faculty until they're nearly dead, until they say that they are going to serve organic, healthy bangers and mash 3 meals a day, 24/7, 365. Nothing but organic bangers and mash. And then after that, oh, boing, boing, boing. Sorry, got a text. I don't know if you could even hear that. What does that even... I just got a very cryptic text from someone. I'm going to put my phone on silent. Come on, I'm trying to talk about naked Jamie Oliver. I'm imagining Jamie Oliver naked running through the forests of the prehistoric Piccadilly Circus, running to his home on Yellow Jacket Island, where he gets to the banks of the Yellow Jacket Sea, where all of a sudden 1001 Yellow Jackets latch onto naked Jamie Oliver's back and carry him to his throne on Yellow Jacket Island, where Jamie Oliver, and as Jamie Oliver is soaring above the Yellow Jacket civilization, he's got a satchel full of, poplar has become extinct. Oh, God. Oh. Balsam fir. Nothing but balsam fir. All the willow trees are gone. There's a wildfire. Watch out. It just crashed. Oh my God, I was talking too much about naked Jamie Oliver. Damn it! All right, here we go. Load high. SML.exe. I guess that's my, that must have been my hint to quit fantasizing about naked Jamie Oliver being carried over an ocean by 1001 Yellow Jackets as he's got his satchel with his own face on it, and he's just throwing organic bangers and mash to the left and organic bangers and mash to the right, feeding all of the happy. That's why Jamie Oliver is the king of the Yellow Jackets. I don't know how many of you guys live in England, and if you do live in England, let me know in the comments section, because I'd be very interested in to understand your perspective. If you live in England, tell me about what you were taught in school about why Jamie Oliver is the king of the Yellow Jackets. Because, if you live in England, you know that Jamie Oliver is the king of the Yellow Jackets. But why? I want to know what you were taught in your English school system, because we were taught something completely different in the American school system about why Jamie Oliver is the king of the Yellow Jackets. Let me know in the comment section about what you were taught when you were children about why Jamie Oliver is the king of the Yellow Jackets. I'd be very interested. So there we go. Enough about naked Jamie Oliver. Let's move on to the next scenario, Battle of the Sexes. Here we go. Of course, we were just talking about naked Jamie Oliver, so it's about time things got a little erotic. We're moving forward in the history of Piccadilly Circus to Battle of the Sexes. Witness true evolution. Why are the populations of most animals divided into half male and half female? At first glance, it seems like just a few males are needed to mate with a large number of females. This scenario starts with a population that is mostly females and a gene that says, make mostly female children. Run it for a few tens of generations and watch what happens to that gene and to the number of males compared to females. What do you see? Richard Dawkins calls this an evolutionary stable strategy. ESS, and you'll find a wonderful explanation in his book, The Selfish Gene, specifically Chapter G. Okay, so if you guys have your copy, if you have your leather-bound hardcover copy of The Selfish Gene ready and able, go ahead, turn it to Chapter G and follow along with me, because I will be quoting from that chapter multiple times throughout this playthrough. So let's go ahead and play the scenario. So here we are back in Piccadilly Circus, and we've got our collection, our motley collection of, ooh. our motley collection of, whatever the hell what the hell are these things? I forgot. Where's the highlight tool? Nope. Never mind. Never mind! Highlight. Dog cow. Oh, dog cow, that's right. There's only one animal. We've got our dog cows. High intelligence herbivore, walking, lives in mountains. Medium gestation time, few children. Beautiful. Dog cow of doom. Of course, this is Piccadilly Circus, and in order to create the most realistic simulation possible, we will not be going with dog cows of doom. We will be going, of course, with the most English animal of all. The most English animal of all, of course, would be the bobby. And for the first time live and in person, I think it's time we busted out the sprite modification tool. Get ready, guys. I'm going to modify the sprite. We're going to have some authentic English bobbies. We're going to have some authentic English bobbies. Of course, my fantasy and my fetish is bobbies. I am very, very deeply interested in the mating habits of English bobbies, especially the English bobbies who live and work in that colorful ecosystem known as prehistoric Piccadilly BBC, before BC even. So here we go. We've got some nice bobby trousers. Let's have a nice bobby jacket. Go up a little bit here. Let's make sure we keep our bobby proportions even. There we go. There's this nice bobby breast. And let's get some nice spindly bobby arms coming out from the side here. Oh my god. Did you guys watch The Young Ones? Did you guys ever watch The Young Ones? Man, talking about England. Holy shit, I'm just now remembering The Young Ones and how much I fucking loved The Young Ones. I don't know. I mean, of course it was way, way, way before my time. I didn't watch it, and of course it was, you know, not on in the country where I lived, but I was very, very lucky to live in a city where our PBS syndicate in the EUA where I live, pretty much all the PBS syndicates show British comedies, and or at least just British programs in general, and that is where at least my family, and at least when you were growing up. Now, when you were growing up, in the 90s, like I did. We sure as hell didn't have BBC. We've got BBC America now, or at least my mom does. My mom's got, like, cable and shit. She's got BBC. And we've got the internet now, so, like, we can watch shows. Like, I watch the hell out of the IT Crowd. That's one of my favorite shows of all time. And Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. I fucking love that shit. But when I was growing up, if you wanted to watch British comedies, which I did, I loved British comedies when I was a kid, you watched them on Saturday nights on PBS. Because the PBS syndicates showed the British comedies, because I don't know why, because they were good, I guess. And my favorite British comedies were Blackadder, and especially Blackadder Goes Forth when it was in World War I. I fucking love the shit out of that show. This Bobby is too tall. I'm not going to have any room for his helmet. Damn it, Bobby! I watched, man, I'm still thinking about Naked Jamie Oliver. I can't get the image of Naked Jamie Oliver out of my brain. I watched Blackadder. I loved Blackadder. I loved Red Dwarf. Oh my god, and of course Mr. Bean. Oh, fucking forget about Mr. Bean. Every time I went to Blockbuster, I wanted to rent a Mr. Bean VHS. And that was another way to watch British comedies in the 90s in the United States. Was you could go to Blockbuster, and there were a few videos. There were certainly of Mr. Bean. And the Thin Blue Line, I remember I rented the Thin Blue Line once because I was like, oh shit, it's Mr. Bean, oh boy. And I don't know, I think I was too young to enjoy the Thin Blue Line as much as Mr. Bean. But god damn, I still love Mr. Bean. God, that's like one of my favorite TV shows of all time. So Mr. Bean, Red Dwarf, Blackadder, those were all really good shows. And The Young Ones. The Young Ones, I really liked The Young Ones. And building this Bobby just reminded me, I just remembered for the first time, like probably since I've seen that episode, like however many years ago that was. I remember the episode where Neil was like the hippie's name. Do you guys remember the hippie with the long hair? When Neil became a Bobby? And, that was a good one. That was a good episode. And that show had like musical guests like Madness. Madness. Do you guys listen to Madness? There were that ska band from the 70s and the 80s. Man, I fucking love Madness. That's a good ass band. But I think Madness was the musical guest on that episode. I don't really remember what happened in the episode. It's been a very, very long time since I've seen it, but I remember Neil. I'm almost positive that's what his name was, Neil. Neil became a Bobby, and hilarity ensued. Damn it! I keep making his helmet too broad. Here we go, Bobby. Here we go. All right. Oh, boy. Okay, perfect. We're almost home. We're almost home. So all we have to do is create some curvature for his helmet. There we go. Oh, yes. There we go. Perfect. And there's that weird little thing that sticks up in the middle.